All right. Before we go ahead, ICAI acknowledges that we live, work, and make art on the Treaty 6, 7, and 8 territories of the many Indigenous and Métis Nation in Alberta, as well as all other Indigenous community members who live within these territories. We respect the land we live on, and we also acknowledge there is unresolved history in the treaties ICAI works in. We publicly commit to advancing reconciliation and make intentional efforts towards ending systemic racism through our work in the community as we continue to celebrate and protect the diverse cultures, languages, traditions, and history that existed here before Canada. Just a few housekeeping before we proceed. Kindly please put your first name or preferred name so we can address you correctly. Please stay on mute if you're not talking or asking any questions. To ask questions, unmute and speak, or you can use raise hand function. And I would request if you can put that like towards the end, if you can keep your questions towards the end, that'd be great. Like if you have questions in between and you think you might forget, please drop that in the chat and we'll address that towards the end. Feel free to go camera off if that's how you're comfortable with. And please respect your fellow attendees, okay? So I'll give you a brief about in ICAI for those who do not know about it. And we know that we are here to know more about Newcomer Arts Professional Program, which was previously called as Immigrant Arts Mentorship Program, or IAMP. More information to follow, but we just want to acknowledge our funders for the NAPP program, Calgary Arts Development, Arts Council, Arts Commons, Rosette Foundation, and all our partners who will be with in our journey. Oops. Okay, just a brief intro about us for those who do not know about ICAI. I'm pretty sure, Immigrant Council for Arts Innovation, or ICAI, is an arts council that is based in Alberta. The council was founded in January 2019 with the express purpose of connecting immigrant and newcomer artists, arts administrators, and culture workers to the existing arts community in Alberta. ICAI actively encourages diversity of expression and culture through the creation of a safe and welcoming community where immigrant and newcomer art workers feel confident to share their work and distinct cultural identities. Our vision is to transform the arts community through opportunities that are designed for immigrant arts and culture workers. And our mission is to connect, empower, and advocate for immigrant and newcomer arts and culture workers. Our values are that we work for equity, diversity, and inclusion. What drives us is creativity, passion, kindness, and inspiration. And through relationship, we build community. So what we do is we provide specialized information and resources for newcomer and immigrant arts and culture workers through various programs that we have at ICAI. We create free, inclusive, tailored programs and networking opportunities. We provide support and mentorship for artistic growth and professional development. We advocate for immigrant arts and culture workers to have safe spaces and opportunities by educating the arts community on how to make their spaces inclusive for newcomer arts workers. Now, we have many programs at ICAI. Our mentorship programs include the longer duration program, which is the NAPP that you're going to hear about. And we also have our Anytime Accessible Mentors and Residents program. We also have Artist of Month. It's like an award or recognition given to an artist who has already worked with us. It is so that they get more celebrated and they get to get noticed in our community. Then we have partnered exhibitions and performances. There are also workshops or information sessions and networking sessions where you can learn and build connections. Then there are artist talks that are intended to promoting artist work and sharing their story. And we do have other programs as well. Well, over to you, Toyin. Toyin will give you more information about Newcomer Arts Professional Program.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Toyi Oladele. I'm the founder and executive director for the Immigrant Council for Art Innovation, and I'm very happy to be here and to talk about this program today. Quick information about NAPP. NAPP used to be called the Immigrant Art Mentorship Program. It started in 2021, I believe. So we had the first cohort in 2021, 2022. We had another one in 2022, 2023, and then we paused for 1 year. Yeah, so we didn't have any the whole of last year, which is supposed to be 2023, 2024. And we paused to recreate the program, to rebrand it, to look at all the feedbacks that we got from the two cohorts, and then first two cohorts, and then put the program back together. And so we're starting again this year, which is very exciting because this year we are having not just 10 members in this cohort or individuals in this cohort. It would be 20, and it would be from both Edmonton and Calgary. So you would have cohorts from around Alberta, which is really exciting. Always quick fun fact. This program is the third of its kind in the whole of North America, with one in Toronto and one in New York, and then one in Calgary through ICAI. So thank you very much for joining us. I just wanted to bring you up to speed with that. We know we seem to be running a bit fast today. So just in case you need to watch this again, kindly go to our YouTube in the next couple of days, like next week, and you would be able to find it. We would also have the link on our YouTube, on our social media pages, and so you can watch. If you need any form of help and support with translation, we didn't get any request for such, so we didn't make provision. But just in case you know someone who would like to watch the video, let them feel free to reach out to us and we can provide the support. Thank you very much. Now, as mentioned, NAPP is Newcomer Arts Professional Program, previously known as the Immigrant Art Mentorship Program. A little background here is that we created this program as a result of the big gap that exists between the newcomer world and the immigrant world. So when artists or art professionals, art managers, culture workers come to Canada, there isn't any form of information that helps them get back to their career and start their career here, which is the dream of every immigrant. And so that's why this program was created. That's why ICAI was founded, specifically this program to provide the tools and resources needed. It's a tailored professional development initiative designed to tailored professional development initiative, of course, designed to empower and support newcomer professional artists, art administrators, art managers, culture workers, etc. This program serves as a pivotal platform, providing connections, resources, resource access, educational enrichment, professional establishment within the Canadian arts landscape only. And of course, with this present cohort coming from Edmonton and Calgary, experienced personalized one-on-one mentorship will be provided. You would engage in professional development sessions led by esteemed Canadian art professionals. You would undergo comprehensive training programs and gain experience and exposure to the Canadian art sector, cohorts in Calgary and Edmonton, right? It's dedicated to amplifying newcomers' visibility in the arts and community focused sectors, right? To nonprofit sectors, cultural sectors. NAPP is more than a program. It's a gateway to essential information, abundant networking opportunities, career guidance, and motivation. NAPP opens doors to a world of possibilities for successful participants beyond earning a certificate. Participants gain immediate exhibition or performance opportunities or work experience opportunity, whatever yours is, access to paid professional engagement, and a commitment to ongoing professional development. NAPP serves as your catalyst for a thriving career in the vibrant arts, Canadian arts landscape. So these are the key things we want you to know about this program today. And as we go, we will provide more information about NAPP, of course. Next slide, please. Thank you, Smita. So, what are the goals that we're hoping to achieve? Some of them we've mentioned, but we'll quickly say, well, we want to extend vital support by providing reliable information. We've heard a lot of feedbacks. People have been scammed. We've had all sort of experiences from the arts community. People are being like, some people work way under their capacity or their experience coming from their home country just because they don't know how to find the opportunities in the arts. So what we want to provide is reliable information, deliberate networking opportunities, and sector specific insights. We want to give newcomer art professionals practical Canadian arts experience, right? Through personalized one-on-one mentorship, career coaching, and opportunities. We want to develop an understanding of the value of community engagement because that is so important in Canada, right? Practice to build confidence in the participants to pursue their artistic practice. We want to give mentors, of course, an opportunity to pass on their knowledge, employment skills, and opportunities. We want to engage in professional development sessions. So these are the things that would happen. On the go comprehensive training programs, paid opportunity to gain Canadian experience, and then to create an empathetic arts community in Calgary that understands and appreciates art from other parts of the world. So, next slide, please. Thank you. Who are the people that will be involved in this program? Mentors, so professional artists or arts managers who are established here. They might be citizens, they might be newcomers, they might be from the BIPOC community, minority groups, they might be straight Canadians, they might be from different communities. They have strong presence in the arts community here and they've established themselves in this field. And they are the ones that will be the mentors. Professional artists or arts managers, the participants are professional artists or arts managers who are newcomers. They've only lived in Canada for less than 7 years. Those will be the participant or mentees. And then the Immigrant Council for Arts Innovation. I just want to bring to our notice that Smita just popped in the chat. If you have questions at any time, feel free to pop it in the chat and we'll answer them when we're done. Thank you. Next slide, please. Thanks. Okay. How do you know if you're eligible for this? Because I know these are the key things a lot of you are here to know. You have to be 18 plus, so only adults. You must have less than 7 years in Canada. You must not be a student currently pursuing a degree program in any institution in Canada. So what that means is you can't be in Canada for the purpose of education in a university and want to take this. So if you're already like a PR or refugee or Canadian citizen or any of those things, and you want to take the program, but you are in a school taking a degree program, like maybe you're just taking a degree program at this point because you want to, maybe to better your education, that's fine. But if that is the main reason why you're here, like you came to Canada just for school and you're still in school, the program is not done, you can't take the program. And you must be an experienced artist or arts manager from your home country. So this is not a training program for artists. This is not for like an emerging artist mentorship program. You have to be established in your own right. And that is very relative, right? You decide what you want. You decide, you self-identify based on where you think you are in your career. So you don't have to, if you think you are a professional artist, feel free to apply, right? We don't have any yardstick for that. As long as you self-identify as a professional artist, you're welcome to apply. Artist or art manager or culture worker, whichever. As long as you're an art professional, that's totally fine. an artist is defined as a person. This is basic Google definition, right? As a person engaged in an activity related to creating art, practicing the art, or demonstrating an art. So whether you're a singer, a dancer, an actor, a sculptor, a painter, a photographer, a visual, whatever it is, or a form of art that we've not even identified here in Canada, but feel free. Art administrator or manager is a professional who manages the business needs of an art organization. So they are responsible for facilitating programs, planning, delivery of events in the art sector. They work with artists, organize design events such as music festivals, concert, exhibitions. You do budgeting, you're a stage manager, you are behind the camera, you're a tech guy, whatever that is for you, feel free to apply. Culture worker, individuals who work in creative production, technical, management occupations in the areas of broadcasting, film, video, sound, recording, performing arts, publishing, printing, libraries, archives, heritage, architecture, design, visual, whatever it is, you are eligible. Professional art degree is not a requirement. You might have to be an ICAI member because that is the way we'll be able to support. And membership is free. You just need to fill a form that has about 3 or 4 questions and you're done. You must be able to make it to the physical event sessions. So if you're in Calgary, we want you to make it to the physical event sessions, please, because it's very important, right? We realized in the past that a lot of this information that we share in these sessions are the things that guarantee success, because if they are not there, it's difficult for you to be able to maneuver the very complicated world of mentorship relationships. Time commitment. So data shared, we're going to look at the dates together. We want you to be able to make those dates and honor the hours that have been given for you to get some mentorship. Next slide, please. Thank you. Please don't forget to note your questions if you have them. Now, what is going to happen in this program? We Application is out right now, and selection will be made by jury, a group of jury members. We would interview the people that they select, and finally select the participants and mentees. It's a 6 month program, so it's from June to November 2024. Every year, it goes from June to November. You would need, so this is the time that you're going to need for this. And I'm going to take it slow because I want to make sure it's clear. You're going to need about 1.5 hours bi-weekly for facilitated professional development sessions. So, sorry, not bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. So twice in a month, there are professional development sessions that you would have by experts in the field to come share all the tools you're going to need to find yourself to work in the Canadian arts context, industry, art sector. You're going to need 24 hours of total one-on-one mentoring with a mentor. So between June and November, we're asking you for just 24 hours, which is an average of 4 hours a month, technically 1 hour per week. So you don't need more than an hour per week with your mentor. If your mentor decides to give you more, or you decide, both of you agree to take more, good. But we are only expecting about 4 hours from you. Participant orientation, rundown on final events, and check-in meeting. We're going to be having this. These meetings will take probably about 30 minutes here and there, 1 hour here and there. It's not a whole lot of time, and they will happen just once so that we can prepare you for the program, prepare you for the mentorship aspect, and prepare you for the final event. Now, physical presence for the networking event and final event. We're going to have the networking event where you're going to meet your mentors in wherever you live. We're going to also check in with you as the program goes. This could be a quick 2 minute phone call, a quick 2 minute Zoom meeting, a quick 15 minutes check-in to just make sure everything is going on well. So we don't require a whole lot from you, but just to make sure that the program is going well from your angle. And at the end of the day, at the end of the program, you get a honorarium, actually, not a remuneration, sorry, a honorarium of $1,000. And it's the same thing. So if you're a mentor here today, or you're hoping to be a mentor, we're going to match a mentee with you based on what they need. That is how we do the matching. And we're still going to talk about it. It's a 6 month program. You're going to be spending 24 hours total with this mentee between June and July and November. We're going to need just about 2 hours to check in with you uh in August, before the program starts and when the program ends. It's probably won't be up to that. It's just pretty much checking to just know how the program is going. We're gonna have a mentor orientation, and it will be done online. The mentee orientation is also going to be done online. Physical presence for the networking event where you get to meet your mentee, and the final event, and that's it. And all these things will be scheduled way ahead, so you know when they are. Next slide, please. Thank you. Well, some of the outcomes for participants, because some people are wondering, okay, what would happen to me when I'm done with this program? A couple of them here. Can I see the slide before this? Looks like something changed to me. Hi, Smita. Can I see the slide before this? Thank you. Next slide, please. Right. So these are the key things that we're going to be focusing on during the professional development sessions. So I want you to take good look of them, because there are two aspects of this program, right? There is the mentorship aspect, and there is the professional development aspect, and there is the job opportunity aspect, or opportunity to actually have uh, your performance or your exhibition done here. So you would have learned about the Canadian culture context. All right. What happens here? How does it work? You would gain a good understanding about stakeholders, employers, how employment is done, how people get hired, and things like that. You will have knowledge, solid knowledge about grants from major funding organization, provincially, municipally, which is Calgary, provincially, which is Alberta, and then on the federal level, which is a Canada Council for the for Arts Innovation, Canada Council for the Arts, sorry. And those facilitators will come around to run sessions on this, so that it is that their processes are very clear to us. Participants will gain a thorough knowledge of taxes, bookkeeping, standard accounting practice for artists and arts workers in Canada. So how do you file your tax? How can you open an account? With the way the art is, which can be very fluid, how do you manage your account and things like that, and your finances? Participant will understand how to prepare a resume, bio, artist statement, and exhibition statement. Participant will have the opportunity to develop networking, job search, branding, and entrepreneurial skills. You have a clear understanding about contracts, artist fees, honorariums. How do we get these things? You will learn about art advocacy, public arts, community engagement. You will learn about branding and entrepreneurship in the arts, which is very important. Um, you would also learn about you will learn from an established mentor throughout the program, of course, which will be connected to you, and expand your professional skills. So these are the key things that would happen. These are the we can't put everything here, because of course it would be too much for this meeting, but these are the key things we want you to identify. Next slide, please. If you're a mentor here and you're wondering, okay, how does this benefit me? Or mentorship provide opportunity to enhance your leadership skill. So you get to know more about how you transfer your knowledge to other people. It's can result in great acquisition of great career networks, actually, because these newcomers also bring a lot of knowledge. They're internationally trained art professionals and can give you insight into how things work in other places in the world. Mentorship offers an opportunity to enhance your personal brand. It can be fulfilling and bring some sort of satisfaction. Providing mentorship can result in personal career growth also. Mentorship presents opportunity to meet people from different backgrounds, thereby possibly developing lifelong friendships. And we've seen that happen in the last two cohorts. A whole lot are now families, literally, which is really great. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay, so what are we expecting from you? Just in case you're wondering right now, like, okay, what is going to happen when I start the program? Participants are expected to submit the participant mentor mentee tracker. So there's a mentor mentee tracker, right? That you would submit at the end of every month, because that is how we would know that you've been able to meet for at least 4 hours. So we check in with those things. You would ensure that the working agreement that we will send to you is filled and signed. Okay, you would meet for at least 24 hours during that period. And we're putting a blanket 24 hours because some people might meet more during some months than some, right? So example is 4 hours per month or 1 hour per week. Some people might meet 5 hours in some months and 3 in some months. So it can move around. We would say more when if you get selected about how we think this is best to be managed. Participants are expected to attend orientation sessions, definitely. All professional development sessions are scheduled way ahead, and we would make sure you know so that you can plan ahead. This is also to fulfill some funders' obligations from us to just ensure that we are doing what is necessary to provide the best benefit for the participants. Full attendance is needed to benefit from provisions of the program. So if you show up today and you don't show up tomorrow, at the end of the program, it's more like you've wasted a lot of time, because these things are major and important for you to find yourself, for you to be able to transfer your skills into the Canadian art sector. A commitment to the importance of mentoring relationships. So you have to commit to that, right? A commitment to regular communications and interactions between you and the mentor, between you and ICAI. So in case something is not going right, you want to please let us know. And Smita, the program's coordinator here, is always happy to help. Maintaining confidentiality and terms outlined in the mentorship agreement, willingness to participate in evaluation. These are the things we're expecting from you. Simple, right? Thank you. Next slide. Okay. Now, a commitment to positivity and cooperation with us, with your mentor, an understanding that the mentorship relationship is not tutoring, it's not art training. So if you want to learn how to paint, no, this program is not for you. There are other programs that we can recommend. If you want to learn how to dance, whatever it is, there are classes for that. This is for already established art professionals trying to transfer their skills into the Canadian art sector. Okay, so it's not a tutoring service, but if the participant needs support with practical work, the mentor can help if they want, right? You will contact NAPP coordinator if the match is not appropriate. Because I know some people might be thinking, oh, what if I get a mentor and it's not appropriate? I'm going to talk a little bit about how we do the matching. If the participant is unable to reach the mentor, or if there are any program related concerns, feel free to let us know immediately. Commit to being a participant for the duration of the program. All right. Use the program resource for participants as relevant. Okay. Value the time. Prepare for your mentorship meetings. Invest in your own success. Be honest with your own mentor. Listen to and evaluate the advice provided by your mentor. Meet the requirements for check-in and evaluation. Do not expect your mentor to do the work for you. Participants aren't expected to automatically follow all advice by your mentor. So we're not expecting you to do everything they say. We're saying listen to it, and if it relates to you, fantastic. You go ahead, right? Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay. What are some of the outcomes of this program? What are some of the things that would happen at the end of this program? I think we've discussed some of them, but when you complete this program, you would have a practical work experience in the arts through our partners. So at the completion of this program in November, after November, when all that is done, the next year, you would have your if it is your first opportunity, if you've had something before, but there is a paid opportunity attached to the program that you will have, and it is through our programs partner, which we will facilitate anyway. You will be paid an honorarium of $1,000. You would have unconditional guidance and support from your mentor, right? Lasting relationships, of course. Participant will get a one-on-one with a grant specialist to review and guide your CalGrants Development Grant application for the first application after NAPP. So if you're applying for a project and you're applying for things like that, uh, we have a grant specialist that would listen to what you've got to say and support you. It's not automatic, but support you in the process of applying for a grant, which is really great. Access to, and I'll talk about that in a bit, because at the end of this project, we're expecting you to have a project either with your mentor or with you alone or with you and other mentees, whichever, and you might need some support there. So we have a grant specialist that can help. Now, access to further professional development through RBC Emerging Artist Program, which is very interesting. This is provided by our partner Arts Commons, and then that access will be provided for you. And for those of you who are arts managers or arts administrators, we're very excited that Rose Foundation is providing the raft program for all they have three types of programs. So they have the raft, the ramp, and the reel. But the raft program, that's the Rose Art Foundation Arts Administration course, is available free of charge to anyone graduating from this program, which is really, really good. And then you have one-on-one career coaching session with us. And then you get a certificate of completion at the end of the program. You have a certain level that we will work with you towards of exposure to the Alberta arts community. And we're very excited about that because we would promote your work on our social media, newsletter, website, and all other platforms. It will be an opportunity to collaborate with peers and other newcomer creatives. Networking opportunity, of course. And of course, we're happy to provide support letters and things like that for you if you need it for projects, programs in future. Thank you. Next slide, please. In case you're wondering what this will look like, are we going to meet on Zoom? Are we going to meet physically? What is that going to look like? It's all the professional development sessions will be online. Your orientation session will be online. We only have 2 events happening physically. So just to clarify, just 2. The networking event where you get to meet your mentor and chat with them, and the final event where we get to celebrate you in front of the community. So if you're in Calgary, it will be in Calgary. If you're in Edmonton, it will be in Edmonton. Just to clarify, this program is 80% online. We need you physically just twice. One, networking event when we want to start the program, and the second at the end of the program. 80% online, 1 physical at the beginning, 1 physical at the end. Thank you. Next slide, please. All right, we just want to show you what the timeline is right now. So right now, application is on. It started on January 8th. It will be on till, I think, February 5th, thereabout, or February 8th, I can't remember. And the link for the application is on our website, social media, everywhere. Feel free to apply. Between April and May, we're going to be doing the selections and the pairing. And our jury members will select, they will interview, you will be paired, we will do all that, and we'll let you know. By May, there will be orientation sessions, right? You would have an opportunity to know more about what will happen during the program and network, and then invitations and all those things will be sent way earlier, so you have it. Program duration is between June to November 2024. That's when the one-on-one meetings would happen. That's when We're gonna have like the catch up sessions with you just to know how you're doing, and then that's when you're gonna be having your PD sessions. Let me also let you know that how you meet your mentors, thanks for putting that in the chat, is totally left to you and your mentor to decide. If you want to meet online, fantastic. If you want to meet physically, fantastic. If you want to do phone calls, fantastic. If you want this to be strictly via email, fantastic. Whatever it is, we just want to make sure both of you are happy with your decision. And then in December, there's going to be a final celebration. So the program ends in November and we celebrate you in December, and we then go into the new year. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is the process for application, right? It started on January 8th. It closes February 5th. And it is through a Google form, so it's very easy. We ask, so on the Google form, you're going to see a place where you post the link to your resume. Whatever link you post, please ensure that you grant access to anyone with the link. Anyone with the link should be able to view it. Please ensure, especially if you're using a Google link, make sure a Google Drive link, make sure that everyone has access. All right. All applicants will be reviewed and 20 shortlisted applicants will be taken. So from Edmonton and Calgary, we would have overall 10. Interviews for shortlisted applicants will be done probably mid-March or a little after that. And selected participant will be informed by the end of April for the June to November 2024 cohort. Remember, you would have all the invitations in your calendar way ahead. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay, we want to quickly talk about the matrix that the jury members would be using to review your application. All right. So your experience and artistic merit will carry about 10 points. If does the applicant demonstrate a need for the program? So what does that mean? When you need the program, it shows that, okay, you're very eager to learn about the art sector, right? You know what you're doing. Your resume shows that you're experienced and you are prepared for the journey. You understand the program. So you understand what the program needs. And all this will reflect in your application, right? That's 10 points. Does the applicant demonstrate a need for the program? That's 20 points. Overall quality of your application, how does it come across? Is your experience good? Do you need this? What are the goals you've identified? Are they realistic within a 6-month program? And things like that. 10 points. The next slide, please. Okay. So this is where I think is most interesting because this is what will happen in the program. So this is the program. You're going to have one-on-one mentoring, standard. About 4 hours a month, you're going to be meeting with a mentor for 6 months. You're going to have your group meetings, which is to foster unity, build participants, mentees, networking skills, community engagement, and relationships. It will also be an opportunity to learn from other mentors or participants or guest speakers, facilitators, and ask relevant questions to whatever you might need. Right? You're going to have one career coaching session with ICAI's executive director. So myself and you will review your goals and your plans and what you want to achieve in the next couple of months or weeks or years. And I would help you, kind of design what that might look like. To understand and fix opportunities for you as they come, right? You're going to have like a one-on-one catch up with NAPP programs coordinator to check in the progress or concern. So those are the 2 sessions that we said it's going to be a check-in. So you're going to have a career coaching session with me and also a check-in. And then at the end, close to the end, programs coordinator will also check in with you to just know where things are going. Project. Ta-da! I like this one. Each mentoring group will work on a project, on a goal. So by project, we literally mean a goal. When you come together into this mentorship relationship, we want both of you to identify something you're going to be doing. We'll give you examples of what has been done before. People have done theater shows, concerts, performances. People even formed collectives. People formed groups. People hired each other. Like I would come up with a project as a mentee and hire another mentee who is stage manager, and they will come up with that project together. So people came up with all sort of things that blew our mind, really. And then and that's what, you're going to have like a grant specialist support you with if you need a grant for it. It's not everything that actually requires a grant, but support you through the process of application and things like that. And then there will be a final presentation and celebration, an event that will show what you've done during this program. You will share your experience. It's usually for about 5 minutes. It's not a lot, but you will be able to share your experience and talk about what has happened, talk about what you've done, and how you want to proceed in your career and the kind of opportunities you're looking for. Because in this celebration event, we would usually invite stakeholders in the arts community. Art organizations will be there, art individual will be there around the city, and you would really love it for them to know more about you. And of course, you'll be paid a honorarium of $1,000 to support whatever it is you want to do from ICAI. It's an honorarium for you, for your learning, and to support you. So, thank you. Next slide, please. All right. As we said, sorry for that typo. It happened, it started on January 8th and it's going to close on February 5th. Sorry for that error. It's actually supposed to be updated. Now, application link is shared on our website, as we said. If you have any questions, feel free to email programs@ikaionline.org. Okay. What we want to see on your application is very simple. Links to your resume and artwork. You're going to answer a couple of questions, of course, but these are the basic things. What is your artistic practice? So tell us what you do, right? I'm a dancer, I'm a film actor, I'm a theater actor, I'm a painter, I'm a sculptor, I'm a musician, I play instrument, or I'm a singer, or this is what I have done. Whatever it is, please let us know. What have you learned? What do you want to learn? And what do you want to do? So we want to know more about you. Since you got to Canada, what have you done? What are you looking for? How can this program further help your career so that we know the kind of mentor to connect you to? Please carefully answer these questions, right? Because that would actually determine the kind of people we connect you to. We would request you to fill all answers on the form, right? So please fill them on the form so it's easier for us to move around. Next slide, please. All right, this is very important because this is a snapshot of everything we're asking you to do within 6 months. So first of all, there's going to be an orientation. That's the date. See, we have all the dates, right? Like we said. And then there's going to be a joint physical networking event. So we'll have a physical networking event in Calgary and another one in Edmonton for the cohort in Edmonton. And then you're going to have your professional development session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the middle, we do check-in, all right, halfway to know how you're doing. And then we continue with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we do another check-in, which would be like a rundown of the event and to check in with how you're doing. All right. And then you would have your final celebration in front of your art community and all the friends you've made in the city, in your sector, over the period of 6 months. So these dates are all that we require from you. Everything. Now, the remaining 4 hours that you're going to be meeting with your mentors, that's not here because you are the one that will, those are not here because you are the one that will determine that yourself. It's an hour a week on the average. Like I said, some people decide to meet more time. Some people decide to meet like, okay, when it's like so the program starts in June, they decide to meet more in June and then less in July, August because of summer, and then they meet more in September, October, November. So it moves around. So we are not saying anything about that. And then we don't know how you want to meet, right? Maybe it's going to be phone call. Maybe it's going to be via email. We don't know. However, these dates are the dates that we require you for one thing or the other. And these are the time. All right. Next slide, please. Thank you. Okay, what's that celebration about? You've heard it a few times and wondering what's it about. We'll celebrate your success of learning. Kind of like, hey, this is what this person has learned over the years, and you're going to be the one talking about it, and it's going to be beautiful, right? And then the celebration is just an opportunity. It's also an opportunity to network with more professionals because we'll invite a whole lot of art professionals around the city. So, yeah, thank you. Next slide, please. In case you're wondering, okay, so when I'm done with this program, what is going to happen to me? These are the things. We just created this again. We've already talked about it. We just wanted to give you a brief snapshot in case some of you are taking like pictures or something, like, okay, this is an idea of what is actually going to happen when this program is over. Some of them, we can't put everything here, but this is some of them. So we just wanted to bring it again so that you can see everything. Next slide, please. Now, I'm going to take the next 12 minutes to quickly answer some of these questions, right? Because these are some of the questions that we've heard in the past, right? What are the eligibility and requirements? You know what we said, being 18 plus, less than 7 years in Canada, you're not on a student visa, which means you didn't come to Canada, you're not in Canada just for education, right? So, and things like that. You can refer to the previous to the video again if you need more information. Do I pay to participate in NAPP? No. How do I share my past work? We just need a link to your resume or a link to something that shows all you've done and put it in the Google link. How do I upload my work? How do I upload my work to Google Drive? If you need help with that, there are a couple of YouTube videos that can help. If you reach out to us, we can send you some that would show you how to upload stuff to Google Drive and send us the link. How many participants will be in the NAPP cohort? It used to be called IM. In the NAPP cohort, we have 20 people in the NAPP cohort, and yeah, so you're gonna have 20 new friends. I mean, 19 new friends. Will everyone have different mentors? Absolutely, one mentor per person. When will the group and one-on-one session be? So group sessions will be online. They will be between June to November, twice a month on the average, every 2 weeks, twice a month, yeah. And then your one-on-one sessions will be sometimes after you've started the program and sometimes towards the end. Whom do I contact for more questions or clarifications? Smita Verges, our programs coordinator. Is there any particular education needed? No, we just need you to self-identify as who you are. So an artist or arts manager, whatever. Is there an age criteria? Yeah, you have to be 18 plus. I have left my artistic practice and now returning to it. Can I still apply? Why not? Especially because we understand that when a lot of people get here, it's not the first thing they think of. They want to get survival jobs first. Well, definitely. As long as you're not more than 7 years in Canada, you're welcome. Can a collective apply for NAPP? Unfortunately, no. However, we have another mentorship program, which Smita spoke about at the beginning, which is the Mentors in Resident program. You can apply for that, right? And it's on our website. Smita, please post post in the chat a link to MIR. Thank you. Will I have all the dates in advance? Yes, as you can see, we have all the dates already. What if I can't make one PD session due to my work commitment? So we will provide more information around the work around this when it is time, like which would be when mentees have been selected, because there's a lot of details there. But the thing is, we expect you to make all the sessions. That's why we're letting you know way ahead, and we have a way to support you so that in your workplace they know what is going on. We would say more about that if you get selected, but just so you know, heads up, we expect you to make all the sessions. I am working full-time, part-time. Can I still apply? Is your work in the art? If it's in the arts, why not? Is your work not in the art? If it's not in the art, why not? Either ways you can apply, as long as you know that you have the capacity for all that we've listed down, right? No worries. What are the possible paid opportunities for exhibitions, performances, job opportunities after NAPP? The first thing we can guarantee you of is that we work with our partners to provide firsthand when the program is over. So whether you're performing, you have something to do. And then subsequently, we can also support you as you begin to apply on your own and fly on your own to apply for different opportunities. I'm working on a project. Can I use that as my project presentation for now? Why not? If you want to bring it in, because it could even be one of the areas that you get your mentor to support you as you go, right? So thank you. Um, Next slide, please. Let me add a question to this. Can I choose my mentor? Next slide, please, Smita. Can I choose my mentor? So in the form, we asked if you have a mentor in mind, because sometimes some people have a mentor in mind. They have someone that they would like to mentor them. Let's say that we would do our best to get that mentor for you. However, there's no guarantee because it depends on if they like your application and they would like to mentor you, right? And if they have the capacity, because not everybody has the capacity to mentor a newcomer, right? But if they have it, why not? And if they're willing, why not? So feel free to put the name of a mentor there just in case you want to. And if maybe you've already applied, I don't know it's been a while since I checked the application form, and you want to update it, please send an email to Smita and we'll help you with that. All right. Thank you so much. Now we're gonna start taking questions. Next slide, please. I just want to make sure there's no other thing because I can see. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you please stop sharing your screen? Perfect. Okay. So if you're here and you have questions, I'm just going to put my eyes in the chat to see if there have been any questions. But if not, yeah, let's just chat. What do you think? And what would you like to know? So Elena is saying, do I need to be a mentor to get support for a grant program, especially if I am not a citizen or I don't have PR yet? So we are not funders and we do not facilitate grants. You can send an email to Calgary Arts Development or any funder that you're looking, or Edmonton Arts Council, Canada Council. They have their contact on their website. You can ask them, like, I would like to get a grant. What do I need? And they will tell you what to do. So we don't know about grants. The only thing we are providing is because if you take this program, you would get someone that would be able to help you look at your grant application if you need one and you want to submit one. So someone who will be able to help you say that, okay, change this, update it with this information, that kind of thing. But that's not a guarantee that you will get the grant. And we don't facilitate that process. It's just a relationship between you and the grant specialist. I hope that answered your question. So mentors in resident is there. You can reach out. If I already sent the application, but I did not choose the mentor, can I do it now? Yeah, feel free to send it to Smita, to shoot Smita an email. Seems this ICAI program is for very experienced individuals who has a portfolio of work. If I have a limited to zero portfolio, I won't be qualified for this program. No, because it's not for emerging artists. However, we have another program that can help you with that. So mentors in resident program, we have over how many? I think about 4 or 5 mentors right now, and they are available immediately. So you don't even need to commit to any meeting, any PD session, all those kind of things. No, you reach out to Smita, she connects you immediately with a mentor, boom, like that, as much as they are available, because they get booked very fast, but they're available, right? And if you also reach out to Smita with what you've done, like, oh, this is the kind of person I'm looking for. We have some of the mentors in the community that we can probably recommend you to, right? To be like, hey, this person needs help developing their portfolio. Can you help? Why not? But this particular program is for established art professionals from their home country. So you already have solid years of experience. You're just trying to transition to Canada, right? And I'll tell you a little bit about myself when I'm done with the chat so you understand where I'm coming from. So Chris is saying, just wanted to say thank you for the good, thorough, insightful presentation. I don't have any questions. Thank you. My mother only speaks a little bit of English, and her main language is Arabic. Is she still able to participate? This is her daughter. Why not? As long as she's a professional artist, we would. That's where our work is, because we're going to be connecting her to a mentor that would be able to support her or understand the language or get a translator. And that is if she gets selected at the end of the day. All right. So yeah. Um yeah, all the questions answered. Thank you. Keep putting your questions in the chat if you need them. I'll tell you a little bit about myself so you understand the context of this program. So, like I said, my name is Tony from Nigeria. I've been an artist and arts manager. And then when I got here, I couldn't find any opportunity, right? Newcomer. This was in 2017, and I was just looking for the arts here and there, and I couldn't find it at all. One day I found it, and I after almost 2 years, and my goal was just how to help other people find the same sector, and that's the shortest story of how Ikai was made. So, and we have different programs for different level of an art professional. So whether you're emerging, you're established, and you're just trying to um, transfer your skills to the art sector here in Canada. Whichever it is, you're welcome to take any of our programs. Any of our programs. We have different programs for you. We have workshops, artist talks, different things. So take a look at our website. Sminta, if you want to put the website there, that would be really helpful so that people have a bigger idea of what we actually do, and it can help you know which you fit into. So you might not fit into NAPP, but you might fit into MIR, which is Mentors in Residence. You might fit into one of the exhibitions. You might fit into something else. As an emerging artist, I think that was Yemi, as an emerging artist, you might fit into one of our artist talks. Right? I mean, you might be yeah, attend our artist talk to learn more or fit into one of our exhibitions. So there is a program for everybody, but NAPP is specifically for established artists, all right? Or arts managers or art workers, yeah, arts professionals. Thank you very much. And this is where I'll rest my case. Over to you, Smita. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toyin. I know like we are already there by like end of our session there. If you still have any questions, please feel free to me and Toyin, we're happy to stay like for a few more minutes if you have like questions. Yeah, but if there is no other
Actually, we still have 30 more minutes with you guys. So if you have more questions, we're here.
all right, we extended
Yeah,
the time.
it's
Thanks
a
for reminding.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And just letting you know, this is going the recording will be stopped only towards the end. So if there are more questions that can benefit people who are watching the video, we still want to keep that recording. So yeah, if you want to unmute, ask questions, that's great as well. But if you have no questions, thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for dropping questions. That's all great. And I really hope to see your applications. And all the best.
Maybe we can stop recording now.
Yeah, I'll wait, like in case if people want to ask questions. I want to make sure that it's benefiting everybody else, unless it's specific. Thank you for building this beautiful. Honey, send a message. Thank you for building this beautiful family. I need to go. Have a great. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Toyin. Thank you, Smita. Have a
You're
great
welcome. And you can also go to we can stop recording now. You can also go to the website to see people who have participated in the program before. I was going to